Hey everyone, you're with TESLATOM. Thank you so much for joining us today on Ludicrous Feed. In this video, I'll be showing you how to rent a Tesla or electric vehicle here in Australia using the car sharing platform evee.com.au. And if you're thinking of doing this, make sure you use my coupon code TESLATOM, and that'll get you $30 off your first rental if you're renting a Tesla or electric vehicle through evee.com.au. Alright, let's have a look at the website right now at evee.com.au, and I will leave all the details in the video description below. Let's go through what's available in Sydney, for example, because that's where we are. And if we put I'm flexible with the dates, or you can choose what dates you want. If you put I'm flexible, then you'll get more options. So let's press that search button there. And it's quite a good search function and map option as well here on the Evee platform. You can see exactly straight away what's available in Sydney, and you can search by moving the map like this, and every time you move to a new location, all the cars that are available in the area will pop up like that. Or you can just make it static, where it will stop searching for you until you decide to rest in an area like that, and then you can press search this area. Alright, let's go back to Sydney right now, and we will search while we're moving the map. So that way we get a more dynamic feel of this website. Alright, so let's have no filters and just see what's available in general. And you'll see that in terms of price, and these are prices per day by the way, you'll see that they range from between that low $100 figure, there's a one for $115 right there, all the way up to about sort of high 300s. So there's one for $399. So I'd say in general, the median or mean is around that $200 to $250 mark. And just without looking at this website yet, I would say that the majority of these cars are either Tesla Model 3s or Tesla Model Ys, just because they do make up most of the market share here in Australia. So let's just click one that's kind of on the average there, around that $200 mark. Let's say this one here for $227, and there it is, a Tesla Model 3 for $227 per day, 2021 edition. This one's been rented 24. Well, there's 24 reviews for this one, for this particular car, 5 stars. Let's pick another example. So that's a one out here in Rouse Hill, $210. Again, that's a Tesla Model 3 2022 edition, so that one's quite fresh. And then one down here in the south of Sydney. This one's a Tesla Model Y Standard Range Plus for $220 per night or per day, 2022 edition. And then you can get some real unicorns or more expensive, but certainly more unique cars like this one here, $399. This one's a Tesla Model X Performance 2020. Wow, that's quite a late model Model X. So if you want something that's a bit different, then that's certainly one to look out for. And then there's one up here, it's $373. This one's also a Performance Model X P100D 2017 edition, also 5 stars. So certainly some nice options here. Let's all look at the search function here on the left-hand side if you don't want to use the map. If you've got a more specific car that you want or need to try, you can certainly filter them out like this. So Tesla's number 1, and then followed by all the other brands. And you can see just what dominance Tesla has in the market by selecting everything else but Tesla, and you'll see that there are only 3 vehicles currently available that are non-Teslas in Sydney. And if I just make this smaller, you'll see one of them is a Volvo XC40 Recharge, BMW i3S, and an MG ZS. So that's what's available for non-Teslas. Of course, you've got more options if you select a Tesla. And I would say the majority of them are Tesla Model 3 or Model Ys, as you've seen just earlier with my brief search. If you select just S and X, you'll see how many Model 3s and Ys there are in Sydney compared to the non-Ys and 3s. So if you want to try S or X, which are quite rare these days, then here they are. And if you want something a bit more special, let's just say a Model 3, that's Performance. There we go, long range Performance. There you go, there's one to choose from in Sydney. Tesla Model 3, $342 per day, long range Performance. There you go, Giles has got one here for you to review and check out if you'd like to try something a bit more different. And that's pretty much it for hiring a Tesla in Sydney and Australia in general. And of course, if you want airport delivery, you can select that as well. And if you have a specific budget in mind, again, that is what you can choose in terms of filtering the price out as well. All right, let's go through the actual website itself, and you'll see it's quite good. There's lots of resources there to give you information, because now that you're interested, you want to know what other logistics of hiring a Tesla are, right? So let's go through the website right now. So down here you've got, you can buy a gift card for a loved one to try a Tesla for a day. If they're always talking about Teslas, here's a good gift for them. And the reasons why you would use the platform: discover their unique Evee fleet across New Zealand and Australia, get a rundown from the host. So Evee is kind of like the Airbnb for electric vehicles, in that it's a more intimate experience where you can actually chat one-on-one to these hosts who own these vehicles. And if you've got very specific questions about EVs, which most people do because they're still new to the market, then this is where it's quite handy. You can get a rundown on the vehicle itself and also about the EV driving and charging experience. And then experience the future of driving. Future is here. Jump on board, unlock your next electric adventure. They are fun to drive and certainly an adventure, driving on road trips, learning about charging. Let's learn about hiring the car itself. So we talked about insurance earlier, and Evee do go through insurance in quite a bit of detail because it is important. With Evee, you are covered by a rental insurance, roadside assist, and optional excess reduction. Let's click that right now. So this is the Evee insurance, and they are underwritten by Insure General insurance advisors, all above board, all legitimate. The only thing I would say about Evee's insurance is that the liability is quite high for renters. So you can see there, they are quite transparent with their pricing, and even at the lowest level, the excess is $4,500. I do strongly recommend that you use rental cover, and for a nominal fee, you can actually reduce that liability down to zero or very close to zero. So have a look at that if you're going to hire a car through Evee. I've done that myself using this platform. Certainly a good peace of mind. And also you are charged a security deposit 24 hours before, and that's released 48 hours after the rental. Yeah, of course, you can rent the car as a surprise gift, book it as normal, and let them know. And you can use Evee as an accident replacement car if you are ever in an accident with your own vehicle too, so that's quite handy. Okay, so the next tab is convenience. You can either, of course, pick up the car, or you can get it delivered to you for a fee. And in this tab here, you can actually learn about the charging network in Australia. So if I click that, and then Keith Mason, good friend of mine, has actually written a nice guide about how to charge your Evee in Australia here with important terminology. Diagrams, spells it out all for you. So have a look at that before you embark on your trip. And then there's another article here on range anxiety, so we click that. And Paddy Burton from Evee has written about this as well. So an article on how much range electric vehicles actually have. So have a look at that as well before you take delivery. And like Airbnb and a lot of travel sites, there are reviews as well from people who have actually hired through Evee. And here are the top hosts on Evee. You can read about their cars and the renter's experience, and some genuine references there before you take a rental of your vehicle. Some more articles. You can sign up as a host as well. And here are some frequently asked questions. So for example, can I ask the host a question before making a booking? Yes, you can, but you have to submit a booking first, and that'll open up a direct chat line with the hosts. And that's the difference between Evee and a lot of other traditional rental companies, where with Evee it's a bit more intimate because you do get that one-on-one with the host and ask all the questions that you need to know about your vehicle. This is my first time with an Evee. What do I need to know? When you pick up the car from the host, they'll go through all the main features with you. Handover is a great opportunity to ask any questions you have about driving electric. And again, that brings home the point that it is very intimate. This is what differentiates Evee from other rental providers, that one-on-one experience with the host. Can I get the car delivered? Yes, you can. Some hosts offer airport delivery or delivery to a personal address for an additional fee. So check each listing. Do I need to buy insurance? All rentals come with insurance. And again, use rental cover to reduce that liability down. What if I damaged a car? It is the renter's responsibility to report any damages to the hosts as soon as possible. Evee will capture your security deposit for minor damages and charge the full damage liability for major accidents, while we determine liability and repair costs. Any remaining balance will be refunded to you at the end of the assessment. How do I add driver to my booking? Yes, you can. Additional drivers must make an account on Evee, upload their license, complete driver declaration, and then they can be added as an additional driver for each booking. And at the top here, if you want more resources, Help Center is quite handy. If I click about Evee itself, that'll tell you who they are as a company, how to contact Evee, and cancellation policies as well. And if you want to know more about the rental process, then look at all these resources here. So make sure you're well informed before you take rental of a Evee or Tesla via evee.com.au. Alright everyone, that is evee.com.au, Tesla and electric vehicle rentals through Australia and New Zealand now. They just opened up in New Zealand. And make sure you use my coupon code TESLATOM. That'll get you $30 off the first rental at evee.com.au. All those details will be in the video description below. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. And until the next Ludicrous Feed video, happy charging.